Alright, hello and welcome back to another Uncle Tat's Creative Shack video. Last night I drew this fish, which I really don't like. It's the first time I'm ever drawing something while recording myself. This whole YouTube experience is new to me, so I had to make a a necklace out of zip ties that I could suspend my phone on, so that what it would do is it would allow it to be you're looking right at the fish the same way I'm looking at it, rather than having the camera off to the side, and getting a different perspective on it. So what I'm going to do tonight, as you can see, is I think I'm just going to color it in. I'm going to see what I can't do about throwing some color in there and seeing if I can't resurrect it. I know I can do better than this, but last night was just a way of trying a video, trying to record myself live while doing this, while having a camera suspended from my neck. It sounds kind of bizarre, but it's all a new experience for me. And knowing that I'm recording myself, knowing that I have a potential time limit, I don't want to make a video 5 hours long that people are going to get bored of watching. I kind of wanted to make something a little bit quicker than that. Unfortunately, the size of the fish I made is quite big, so it took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Excuse me. And yeah, so that's why I'm going to try to go ahead and throw some color into this and just see what happens. See if I can't make something look better out of this. Okay, I'm using Prismacolor colored pencils. I find them to be the best, although they are very expensive. At least I know where I get them. They're about $1 a pencil, but their soft, really soft lead allows them to be blended nicely, as opposed to other brands that are really hard lead that you can't blend them to save your life, like Crayola or other cheaper store brand colored pencils. You might as well get the real good Prismacolor. Their soft lead allows you to blend them. As far as the paper is concerned, I really don't know what this is. It's just paper from a sketch pad, so I'm not really sure the whole content as far as the weight and all that stuff is concerned. Yeah. I think it's a little bit of an improvement, but I think doing some pre-shading last night with the regular pencil kind of hampers my ability to color this in now because I'm fighting against that gray of the pencil from last night. But again, this whole thing is an experiment for me. This whole doing a YouTube channel and having like tutorials and live builds, stuff like that. It's been a long time since I've ever done this. I remember, oh geez, I think back when I was like maybe 25 or so, I taught some kids at a local school how to build plastic models. It was like a after-school enrichment program, and we met for like one day a week for like 3 weeks, and we just built easy snap type models, and I got the kids to get into that sort of hobby. I'm all for that. I'm all for trying to get kids into doing creative endeavors rather than just video games and stuff that doesn't really allow them to expand their minds. I've always been a creative person. I've always done something rather than just sit down and watch TV. I mean, I don't mind doing that. I like doing that sometimes, but I'm always thinking about the next project, something else I can do. But again, that's kind of a problem I have within myself because I do so many different things. I can't seem to sit down and focus on any one particular thing. It's hard for me to do that. I feel as I'm getting older, that's getting harder. Just to sit down and say, okay, I'm going to work on this one project and that's it. My apartment is filled with projects and the different creative outlets that I like doing. Of course, I'm going to try to bring as much of that to my YouTube channel as I can, to share with you guys. I do model railroading. I make my own scenery for that. Of course, I do the Legos, drawing, other different types of plastic model kits. There's all kinds of different things that I like doing, but sometimes it's daunting just to think of, well, what project do I want to work on today? I've got so many. So that's kind of my curse, I guess. And it would be really hard for me to just say, well, I only want to do one project or one type of project, and that's it. I mean, it would be hard. I wouldn't know which one to pick, and I don't even think I could do that because I think, as time goes on, you're going to get tired of, of doing the same project or the same type of projects over and over again. You're going to be like, I need to take a break from this. I need to step away from it. And then what happens is you still need something to fill that creative void. And for me, that's what happens is then I end up saying, okay, well, I'm going to pick up another thing to do. While I take a break from one thing, I'm going to go ahead and pick up, something else. And then what happens is then I need a break from that thing that I picked up. And it's a vicious, never-ending cycle to have so many different creative outlets. And then even just to finish one project, takes a lot out of you because the way my mind works, the way I want to just keep doing so many different things, I really have to sit down and say, okay, listen, this is your project. You can't do anything else until you absolutely finish this one 100%. Well, that is a great theory, but with me, it doesn't always work out that way. Okay, so let's see. I think this neck thing I made out of zip ties to suspend my cell phone from is actually, surprisingly enough, it's actually working. It's pretty interesting. I can lean in and zoom in, and it just holds it. It's just like it just cradles the phone. So that's pretty interesting. And all it took was like 3, I don't know, industrial sized zip ties. Okay. So yeah, that pre-shading I did with all the pencil last night, it's really hampering me to get this color to pop out. But yeah, it's how you learn. I'll do another one where I don't do that. Now, the more I get comfortable with posting videos on YouTube, the more I'll settle into my own, and it'll just become second nature. I'll be able to make a video and not even think about it. Yeah, there we go. And we can say he's got a white tail with just a little bit of color coming off of it. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Maybe his fins don't have to be solid either. We'll just put a little color just to give them a little definition. I think if any takeaway from this thing would be just my whole experience with the YouTube is just do it. You know, who cares what the result is? I'm just doing it. I'm going to post the video, and maybe a bunch of people will watch it. Maybe nobody will watches it, but, you know, step outside your comfort zone. Do something you haven't done before. The finished project of this fish here, I don't really care. I'll keep it. It'll be like a memento. I'll stick it on my wall, or I'll keep a box of YouTube creations that I've made. But you know, it's not 100% my best quality. No, not by far, actually. But it's the experience, just getting out there and doing it. There we go. Next time I'll try to figure out exactly the weight of the paper and all that stuff, and have a little bit more stats the next time I make one of these videos. But it's definitely an improvement over just being colored from last night. I was getting tired. I just wanted to upload a video. And, yeah. It wasn't that good at all. So I figured, well, rather than just throw this away, let's go ahead and add some color to it. See if we can't make it look a little bit better. Okay. Alright, well there we have it. That's going to do it for now. This is a fairly long video, but he looks much better than he did last night. Thank you for watching.